What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to Plays Tatty, I think. Top 30 best PS5 games to play right now. So I think I'm going to expand the content on my channel. I love playing video games. I have since I was a little kid. And so I'm thinking about uploading like playthroughs. I'm still going to do reactions, but you know, just additional content for people who want to watch that as well. I have a Twitch. My profile is made. I've like never live streamed or anything. So I'm trying to like figure out if I'm gonna like stream and then just upload the playthroughs after I finish streaming, or if I'm just going to record it, edit it, and then release it. Still trying to figure that out. But I also want some games to play. I think I'm gonna start, like the first game that I'm gonna play is going to be Last of Us 2. I already played Last of Us 1 and the Left Behind, and it was so good, bro. So freaking good. What else have I played? Spider-Man 2, beat that. Miles Morales, beat that. GTA. And sometimes I just need like ideas of what to play. Like I'm playing Sims, like literally, like if you look, like it's just paused right now. It's on my screen. I downloaded God of War. I want Red Dead Redemption, you know, stuff like that. And I think I'm going to start the whole gameplay thing January 1st or December 31st. I gotta figure out how it works. You know, I don't know. I'd be confused about just like technology sometimes. So once I figure out how to do it, then I'm good to go. So I'm excited for it though. I feel like it'll be fun to feel like I'm like, you know, playing with people. Sounds weird. Anyways, let's just get into the video.
Games for PlayStation 5 in 2024, which many people buy the console to enjoy fully. In the 30th place, I put the new game Black Myth Wukong.
You know, I've heard that game was not good, so I don't know. You know, obviously I feel like I would have to play it for myself to give like an accurate review, but just from what I've heard. I also have Ghost of Tsushima that I haven't started, so I might play that.
Chinese Souls-like on Unreal Engine 5. The game's cutting-edge graphics, unique setting, and challenging boss battles stand out. The new Chinese atmosphere is especially impressive, offering fresh air compared to the many games about saving America or Japan. The 29th place goes to Helldivers 2 from Sony, a cooperative shooter for 4 players where you need to protect Earth from external threats and spread democracy throughout the galaxy. Even though the hype around the game has died down, you can still play it and have a lot of fun. The online community is active, and the developers regularly release updates with new content. In the 28th place is Alan Wake 2, an interactive detective game with a gripping story, stunning graphics, and dynamic shootouts. I
love a good story. I love a plot. Okay, I like fighting games and stuff, and just like playing like against somebody else. But the story modes, that'll get me into it. Okay, that's why I literally finished The Left Behind today. I finished Last of Us maybe like a week and a half ago, possibly. But I beat The Left Behind. It was really short. I think it was just to explain, you know, the prior situation just a little bit better, just to see how it happened.
27th place to the modern Hitman trilogy, World of Assassination. After several seasons of content, the series has become a full-fledged game with many missions and possibilities, making it the best in its genre. In the 26th place is Stellar Blade, another Souls-like, but this time about a beautiful Korean girl. The game features a high-quality combat system and can surprise even experienced players familiar with Elden Ring and Bloodborne. I placed Dragon's Dogma 2 in the 25th spot, a large-scale RPG from Capcom, where you take on the role of a resurrected dragon slayer and embark on a 40-hour adventure full of dangers and mythical creatures, along with loyal companions. 24th place goes to Jedi Survivor, the continuation of Cal Kestis' adventures in a galaxy far, far away. It's the best game about Jedi in recent years, where you can fully enjoy Rift Apart, a colorful and dynamic third-person action game. The graphics here are on par with high-quality 3D animated movies, and the gameplay is engaging, even for adults. The 22nd place is taken by Space Marine 2, a shooter set in the Warhammer universe, which has become a hit among franchise fans and beyond. The epic battles and large-scale scenes in the game are impressive. In the 21st place is Final Fantasy
I've
16.
heard of this one. A lot of like I think Black Wukong or the Wukong one. I've heard of that. The Star Wars. I never really was into like. I don't even say into. I didn't watch them, so it wasn't like a thing for me to get into because I really never watched a Star Wars movie. But the other games, I've honestly never heard of them, which is okay because it's like cool to be introduced to new things because there's some shows that like aren't very popular and they're freaking fire. So I'm never like, oh, this has to be popular for me to play it, but it just has to be something that I'll be interested in story wise or gameplay wise, or I have to like the graphics because I don't know, it's a big thing for me.
And turns into a dynamic slasher with spectacular cutscenes in the style of Devil May Cry.
Ooh,
The game has appealed
PG.
to a new audience, although it has elicited mixed feelings from longtime fans. 20th place goes to Horizon Forbidden West,
I've
one
heard
of the
this.
most beautiful games on PS5. As the robot hunter Aloy, you'll explore a post-apocalyptic world and fight against giant machines.
The graphics look
19th
good.
place goes to Gran Turismo 7, a realistic racing simulator with deep
I like love racing games. I just it's hard to find good ones, so I barely play them because I don't know. Like if every game had a demo, I'll play it. I'll play it, but when you have to pay $60 for a game and you don't know if it's going to be good or not, like what? No, I'd rather play something that I'm already interested in. Um, like I said, I like stories. What is it? It's like I also like horror games as well. It has to be like a horror story type of thing. Um, or something like Friday the 13th. I played that and they took that off for some reason. And unless you have like the physical copy, you can't play it anymore. You can't like buy it or what. I don't really know why, but because it was a good game. Um, but yeah.
although it's less popular than Forza Horizon. It's one of the most visually stunning racing games today. In the 18th place is Astrobot,
I've heard of
one of
this
the few
too.
PlayStation 5 games that fully utilizes all the console's capabilities and showcases the potential of the DualSense controller as one of the most technologically advanced and well-designed devices. I put
It's giving like Super Mario vibes, kind of. Obviously, completely different characters and stuff, but it was giving me that type of vibe.
Returnal in the 17th place, an underrated but
What?
incredibly captivating roguelike from Sony. In this game, you control the astronaut Celine, who dies and is reborn repeatedly, trying to escape the time loop on a mysterious planet. 16th place went to Mortal Kombat 1, a reboot of the MK universe. It's one of the few fighting games where the
Mortal
online
Kombat is
community is
hard
always
as
active, and
fuck.
even a year after its release, it's easy to dive into the game. In the 15th place, I put Death Stranding, a courier simulator in a post apocalyptic world from Hideo Kojima. Here, delivering cargo across ravaged lands, you dive into a gripping story featuring stars.
That's old boy from Walking Dead. I watched every season of Walk. Okay, I watched every season of Walking Dead till like 10. Okay, once they started doing three different shows at one time, it got overwhelming, and I just haven't tuned in since. But if it's good, I guess it's good. But I don't know what to watch, when to watch it, who to watch.
Ritas. 14th place goes to Persona 3 Reload, a remake of the cult classic game with updated graphics, a reworked storyline, and an improved combat system. I placed Dying Light 2 in the 13th place. Despite a rocky start, the game has evolved thanks to numerous DLCs and updates. It's one of the best zombie survival games featuring parkour, combat systems, and choices that impact the game world. 12th place goes to the remake of Demon.
See, I like POV games, like when you all know what I'm talking about, where it's just like you just see arms, you don't see the whole character moving or whatever. Like, I don't know. I rather see the character, to be completely honest.
Souls, the first major exclusive for PlayStation 5, which remains graphically impressive several years later. In the 11th place, I gave Cyberpunk
I've
2077
heard of
with
this.
the Phantom Liberty.
I actually had an ex that used to play this, but probably not this version of it because this was like years ago. I broke up with him like I was 22, so I'm 26, so that was 4 years ago.
DLC, This
4 or 5.
expansion significantly improved the original game, bringing it closer to its initial concept and making the gameplay more engaging. 10th place is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, a cult
That's a
role-playing game where, as Geralt of Rivia, you travel through a
Netflix
dark
show
Slavic fantasy world. You'll hunt monsters for money, play Gwent, and have romantic
for money.
relationships with various characters. Ninth place deservedly goes to Uncharted 4, a classic PlayStation exclusive that, even 8
I
years
think my
after its
brother likes
release,
this game.
impresses with its cinematic quality and meticulous attention to detail. Eighth place is taken by the remake of Resident Evil 4, the best remake ever made. The developers carefully transferred
Really?
the iconic survival horror from the PS2 to modern platforms, updating it for a new audience while preserving everything old fans loved. Seventh place goes to Ghost of Tsushima, a
Like I said, I have that downloaded currently, but I'm a type of person that when I get into a story mode game, that's it. I'm like locked in on that. I can't play Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, GTA. Like I can't do that. So I'm done with Last of Us for now. So I might just get into either Ghost of Tsushima or God of War. I don't know which one. But like I said, because I want to start like some gaming content that I'm gonna have to hold off for certain games because I'm gonna have to record those. You know. So.
stylish open-world action game from Sony. As the samurai Jin Sakai, you'll fight Mongol invaders and liberate your home island while enjoying the views and atmosphere of Japanese culture. Sixth place is Grand Theft Auto 5, a cult game from Rockstar that remains relevant even years after
I
its
have that right
release.
now too.
While everyone eagerly awaits the sixth installment, GTA 5 continues to entertain and holds its place among the best games. Fifth place goes to Elden Ring, the first Souls-like with a fully open world and the most expansive in the genre. After the release of the DLC Shadow of the Erd Tree, the game became even richer in content, offering more than 100 hours of hardcore gameplay in a dying
Damn.
fantasy world. Fourth place belongs to God of War Ragnarok with the Valhalla DLC.
I just downloaded that today. Oh, I might get to it. I might start playing that. And like to hold me over to like Last of Us Part 2, I might start playing this.
The final chapter of Kratos' adventures. The game concludes the story of the famous God of War, sending him into a well-deserved retirement. It's a dynamic slasher with stunning graphics and epic bosses. I gave the third place to the Spider-Man series from Insomniac Games,
Oh my
including
god,
Marvel's
yes.
Spider-Man
Such a good
2018.
game, bro. Such a Spider-Man. What's crazy is I don't know why, but I started all the way backwards. Like I beat Spider-Man 2, and I mean completely beat the game, okay? I didn't just beat the story. I got all the collectibles and stuff like that. Spider-Man 2, and then I played Miles Morales, and I haven't played the first Spider-Man. I don't know if I want to. If it's a good enough game, like I'm gonna look at the like a trailer. If it's a good enough game, then I'll play it. I have no problem with it. But great games.
Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Marvel's Spider-Man 2. All parts offer thrilling web-swinging and quality storytelling, making each an excellent game. Second place goes to Baldur's Gate 3, a large-scale party role-playing game from Larian Studios, which
The
earned the
fuck,
title of
bitch?
Game of the Year. It's the best turn-based RPG on PlayStation, with excellent local co-op, allowing you to dive into the world of D&D with a partner. First place is awarded to The Last of Us Duology.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck have I been saying, bro? What the fuck have I been saying this whole time? That game is different. He's not gonna spoil it. There's no way. There's no way. I haven't seen no trailer for Last of Us 2. I don't want to see a trailer. I just want to get into it and be shocked the whole time, bro. Oh, golly. But this game, if you haven't played this game, go play this game. If you have PlayStation Plus, which I have PlayStation Plus, it's free right now. Go play it. You will get sucked in and you will beat it in like a week or two. Promise you. Promise you. Unless you're just ass, okay? But they have different difficulties. So if you're really just really bad, play on the easiest difficulty. Enjoy the story. I wish I could play that for the first time. Honestly. I was in here clutching my pearls, bitch. I'm playing it by myself. I was like, the ending? I was like, how you gonna do her like that? Okay.
Recently remastered for PlayStation 5.
Yes,
While
the remaster.
While
Sorry.
the remake of the first part didn't generate much excitement, the update of the second part became a real hit. It
Bitch.
includes
Bitch.
improved graphics, a
Okay.
new roguelike
I,
mode,
I don't
and
want to
cut
see
content
anything.
not included in the original game. And that brings us to the end of our top.
Okay. Sorry. I don't want to see nothing. Okay. I want to go into it blind. All right. Also, really good game series. Walking Dead. Great game series. Um, Again, I don't know what's wrong with me and why I play things out of order, but I think it's because I saw your rage play uh, Walking Dead season one, and so I was like in my head like, oh, I'll just start at season two, and so I played season two and season three. That's it. But I've seen the gameplay for all the seasons. I get it though. She can have different endings based on your decisions, especially in the third and the fourth one. You can have completely different outcomes. Um, so, yeah, but I wouldn't mind replaying the Walking Dead series so I could actually play it myself all the way through. It just wouldn't be as shocking. But I probably would make different decisions than other people, so there would be different outcomes that I haven't seen yet. So, anyways, yeah, I wanted to, you know, like I said, expand my content. I'm excited for it, to be completely honest. It's something I do in my free time anyway, so might as well, like whatever. But yeah, that's probably gonna start around New Year's time for sure. If y'all have any suggestions for games, let me know. All right. Um, I'm open to a lot of things. I will say, if I don't like a game, I just don't like it though. Like I'm not going tiptoe. If I don't like it, I don't like it, and that's okay. So anyhow, y'all like come subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and I'll see y'all in the next one.